Once upon a time, in a grand old castle, there lived a tiny mouse named Pip. Pip was smaller than a teacup, but he was curious, lively, and always looking for adventure. The castle was full of wonders: shiny armor, grand staircases, and a gigantic bell tower that rose high above the courtyard. Every night, when the castle grew quiet and everyone drifted off to sleep, Pip would sneak out of his hole and scurry about, looking for crumbs or something new to explore. One night, his little nose twitched as he followed the smell of cheese that someone had dropped near the stairs of the bell tower. I wonder what's up there," Pip squeaked, climbing higher and higher. Step by step, he went all the way up until he reached the top of the tower. There, he saw the giant bells, bigger than anything he had ever seen before. They gleamed faintly in the moonlight, and Pip thought they looked magical. Curious as ever, Pip tugged on the thick rope dangling from the bell. At first, nothing happened. But then, clang! Dong! The bells thundered through the night sky. Pip jumped back in shock. His little paws had set off the bells. The sound shook the castle. Guards leapt from their beds, thinking it was an invasion. The king sat up in alarm, shouting, "Who dares ring the bells at midnight?" Servants ran in all directions, searching for intruders. Meanwhile, Pip scrambled into a corner, his whiskers twitching nervously. But when things calmed down and the guards returned to their posts, Pip's curiosity got the better of him again. The next night, he crept back into the tower and dong! Clang! The bells rang once more. This went on for several nights. The castle residents began whispering about a ghost haunting the bell tower. Some said it was the spirit of an old knight. Others swore it was a mischievous fairy. But of course, it was only little Pip, who thought the loud sound was thrilling and fun. Finally, one night, the royal cat, Whiskers, followed the tiny mouse up the tower. Instead of pouncing, Whiskers tilted his head and watched Pip tug on the rope with all his strength. "So, it was you all along," Whiskers purred. Pip squeaked, "I didn't mean to scare anyone. I just love the sound of the bells." Whiskers chuckled and told him, "Then perhaps you should only ring them when it's time to celebrate, not in the middle of the night." From then on, Pip was no longer a midnight mischief maker. Instead, the king himself announced that Pip would be the castle's official bell mouse. Whenever there was a festival, a wedding, or a special feast,